says he can be summed up in a phrase. I know where all the wires go. But there's one wire that has both paid for everything Carson owns and scares him to death. Here to tell you about it, please welcome distinguished Toastmaster Carson and Shaffer with his speech.
All right.
The wire.
Charlie, Francis, Ivan, and Jean. Remember that?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. We lived way out in the sticks. We did 39 days without electricity. Cell phone towers were down too. Do you think we had the internet? What world do you live in?
Not Christmas.
Yeah, no electricity for miles. I'm not talking about you Winter Park boys. No internet. Fellow Toastmasters and guests, when the power goes out, the internet goes down. So do the gas pumps. So do the grocery stores. You guys know the deal. When power's out, we can use ham radios running on generators to talk to other areas. We can get our news. We can ask for help. California has defunded and is removing all of their ham radio repeater towers. Their rationale? We have the internet. Because, you know, the internet never goes down, right? And at least California doesn't have any natural disasters to worry about. By the way, wired, wireless, Wi-Fi, it all comes over the wire. So when I say the wire, I mean all of it. Because at some point, it's a wire. When I was a kid, we had AM, FM, broadcast TV, 3 channels, ABC, CBS, NBC. The remote control for my dad was me. Carson, go change the channel. Now it's all through the internet. I've done a couple of TV interviews, and they're taped onto a hard drive, which is sent. It only becomes broadcast when it gets to the tower. It's internet the rest of the way. All your financial transactions, remember it used to take 3 days when you deposit a check. You go to the bank, you deposit a check, the bank would send a courier to where the check originated. They'd say, yeah, they got money, send a courier back. It took 3 days. Now it takes less than a second. When you run a check, even if you're behind the old lady at the store writing the check, and there's, oh my God, come on, this is gonna take like 2 minutes. When they run the check through the reader, within 1 second, it's already been cashed. The 3 days is just so the bank can make money now. Your personal data is the most valuable resource, as Jeremy Carson from Top Gear would say, in the world. It's more valuable than oil as of 2016. As we sit here, they have 5,000 data points on every one of us, although I'm standing. Jordan Kamiker won't get a cell phone that doesn't have a battery that he can't remove because he says he doesn't want to be tracked by GPS. The police have a device that they can set up. Every cell phone connects to it and then goes to a cell phone tower. It can see every text, every conversation, every photo, all of your web searches, everything in a 5-mile radius. It gets all of it. They're only looking at one person, at least that's the rules. But the rest of the government wouldn't have any devices like that, I'm sure.
No.
Yeah. And no bad guys ever would have anything like that. Every conversation, every text, every photo, every private message, the location you're in, the route you took to get here today, how long you stopped at a traffic light, your average speed, where you're sitting in this room at this moment, your home security camera feeds, every financial transaction, your health app, the weather app, smart fridge, sprinkler system, the LED lights in your living room, your TV. all of it comes through that one single wire. Kids today that are born today will have 70,000 data points on them by the time they're 18. So what do they do with it? Well, we're talking about the most valuable companies in the world. Facebook, Twitter, Google. Their sole worth is the information that they own and the personal data that they collect and sell to advertisers. And we buy their stuff. It works. Each one of us has our own reality. They figure out exactly what my own little personal reality is, and they show me my ever so customized world, and then they begin to change it little by little at whatever speed I will change with. How many of your friends on Facebook need to have an overlay of a Ukrainian flag on the profile picture before you'll have one? They know exactly. And that wire is eminently editable. Say that 3 times fast. If they don't like you, you're gone. If they want carsonshaffer.com to go away, it's 2 clicks. Deselect apply. And carsonshaffer.com is now 15.197.142.173. If I told you to click it, you would. You know me, you trust me. But the third person you forward it to won't. If they do that, you no longer exist. You've been canceled. Because today, you have to be able to reach what? Like 50 million people to have a national effect? Not when you're 15.197.14. There's no silver bullet. This is happening to each one of us, a little bit at a time, as you sit here right now. Because now, not soon, now, it all comes over that one single wire. And they're playing with it. And nothing you see is exactly what it seems to be. So now you guys know this too. And by knowing it, that's how we start to fix it. Think about that the next time you're sitting by candlelight during a storm. Mr. Toastmaster.